All right, hey everyone, Jimbo here once again. How you doing? So I thought with this video I'd do a bit of a different format, make sure I'm on all right. So yeah, I'm just in Pattaya now. One sec. Beautiful place. If I've got it on all right. Yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of a different format in that I've got quite a few different things to talk about. And hold on, I'm gonna get this bob on. That's the longest this goes. Sorry about that. That'll be all right, I guess. So yeah, I've been here for about 2 weeks now. About 1 week in a hotel and a week in this apartment, which I've done a few videos about. I'll try and keep this. It's a shame with this stick. I could do with a better stick really, but anyway, been in this hotel for about a week. I'm in this apartment for about a week. Probably paying way too much. Well, why are we even looking at me? We've got this good view. So yeah, it's all right on top of this hill. There's that Pattaya Hollywood sign behind these, I think they're Chinese. Am I on all right? It's really hard with this camera because I can't tilt the screen. Right, so that's about 2 minutes of me messing about there, but I think I'm on now anyway. So it's going all right. It's just I'm paying too much in this apartment. But at least I like it. At least I like the place. I like my apartment. I have to really tilt it back for it to get my face in. Let's see if I can get face track on. 1 sec. It did bodge up when I did this last time though. We'll try it. There. Now it looks a bit better. Anyway, right, 2 minutes of messing about. So yeah, I'm staying in that apartment. I do like it. Just costs some money. I've been applying for jobs today. For teaching English in Pattaya mainly, and it looks like after Songkran things would pick up a bit, so that's good. Things are going all right. I'm meeting people and they all seem okay. I kind of miss my close friends that I had back home because you develop relationships, and I ended up with a few very strong relationships back home. And but I've also got to realise that I'm here for a reason, and you know, I had a reason to leave, and I think it was because I was, as I've said before, just in a position of too much comfort. So yeah, I've come out. Is it following me all right yet? So it's probably good. It's good for me to come out of my comfort zone because I'm on my own anyway. I don't have a children or wife who relies on me, so I might as well push myself a bit. So yeah, let's see how it does if I turn it around here. I think I'm in between these Hollywood letters. It might go a bit mental looking for a face, the camera. No, it's not done. There you go. So there we are, FaceTime's back on. So I was going to do a few individual videos about things that I wanted to share with people, which hiya, how you doing? Like, which isn't common knowledge, but it's important to share things if you found information that is quite unique and beneficial. And I think one of those things, I don't know what this camera is doing, it's trying to avoid me, I think. See if I can recalibrate it. It's trying to avoid my head. There we are. Face track back on. Sorry about this. I think I'm getting there. Just I could do with a tilt with this camera, with this stick, but I don't have one, so I've got to like tilt it with my wrist. So yeah, something which I need to address really is the red light in some of my previous videos and why I have it on. So in layman's terms, and I hope I get this right because I have a friend who'll watch this who knows a lot more about it than I do, but from what I understand is red light stimulates the production of an enzyme called cytochrome B oxidase, and that improves mitochondrial respiration in cells and helps with recovery. And also we've just evolved to be in warm light at night, and you'll recognize this yourself if you use a warm light. If you can't get, you know, a specific red light, even just warm lights in your house would make a massive difference. And then when you go into cold office lights at night, you'll recognize the stress on your body in that it messes with your body clock, and your body starts to feel like it's awake, or feels like it's the middle of the day, and then it's harder to sleep. This has all been becoming common knowledge now. It's a lovely view here, wherever I am. Let's turn this around, show you the sea. I'm going to go down there. We're going to do the video down there, but I decided to come up here last minute. So yeah, see if it follows me head. Yeah, it's doing a bit better. I'm going to walk back up. So, because I had a friend who wondered why I had the red light on. Fuck's sake, my shoelace has come undone. I might stop it and restart it. One sec. Yeah, so I had a friend who thought I were a nutcase because I had that red light on. But there is a reason for it. It does help you feel better at night, or with me it does. It's a very warm light. I find it a very healing light at night, so I'm a big fan of it. What else? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about sugar as well, because it's always demonized as being very unhealthy, but it's not, and I'll explain why. Right, let's forget about what we've been told about sugar and actually look at what it is. Sugar's pure energy. So, I know that when whatever you do in life, your body always eventually converts energy into glucose to be used. And so this is the most efficient form of energy. If you were in a desert and you were almost dead, I think the best thing you could have is Coca-Cola. That'd be the thing I crave the most. Is it following my head? Yeah, it is. It's a bit wacky, this camera, but I'll get better. I'll have to get a different selfie stick, I think. It's trying to show you like over my shoulder for some reason. I'll recalibrate it again. There we are. So that'd be the best way of instant recovery. And I thought what people consider very healthy nowadays is ketosis. So what happens when you go to ketosis is you go through a bit of a panic, or your body does, in that it's quite hard and you have low energy for a bit, and then you feel great after that initial stress, and then you adapt to it, and you've got to maintain a constant energy level. And what's happened there is your body's wanted the sugar because it's a more efficient form of energy. So it doesn't have it, and then it thinks, right, well, I'm going to have to adapt. So it has to your body has to respire anaerobically and produce lactic acid and create a more complicated process to produce energy. You know, we should consider our ability to digest sugar and use it as energy instantly as a blessing, not demonize it. I think people get very fat because they have a lot of sugar, because they're also combining it with something else which has got a bad name, but the majority of people don't see its relationship. What is this camera doing? There we are. With sugar, and that's polyunsaturated fats. So polyunsaturated fats cause your body to not use sugar very effectively. Basically, they shut down your thyroid hormone, and so your thymus gland, so it can't produce the hormones necessary to metabolize sugar effectively, and it causes stress and inflammation in your cells, the production of cortisol and adrenaline, and what happens there is your cells become inflamed and swollen from estrogen. You know, people see it as that hormone which causes women to live longer, but that's progesterone, which women produce when they're pregnant. Pretty much digressing here. I'm going to talk about female hormones, but it's important. Like, estrogen is a stress hormone, and so basically these oils were put into food initially, I believe, because they were like they were trying to find different foods to make cows fatter, and they found with seeds it caused inflammation in livestock, so they could sell more meat per animal. You know, they get more profit, even though the quality was worse, because the meat was very inflamed with stuff. So, sorry, just checking it's recording. Like, they tried to use coconut oil on cows, or to feed them that, because it was high calories, but it turned out, and this was in the 1940s, it made cows lean, active and hungry. So that didn't work. So then they tried seeds and seed oils, and they got very fat, and then they made a big profit from it, and then they thought, shit, we've got all these seeds, let's produce some propaganda to make people want to eat them, or just start, you know, to make doctors say it's healthy through, like, Rockefeller Foundation, which controls health these days, when everybody's never been so unhealthy. I'll show you this view, better than my handsome face. So yeah, it's lovely, lovely spot. So Pattaya Park. What you can see there is where these lovely women are. Behind them there's a big P, and there's a big Pattaya sign on a hill, and I'm just on there at the minute. So yeah, basically I got introduced into food. Now people eat more calories per vegetable oil than ever, and that's why, part of the reason why people are so obese. So that's a very important thing. At least it's becoming mainstream that vegetable oils are bad now, but it took its time. Like, if I eat them now, because I don't have them a lot, if I have like a chippy or like donuts or something, I end up feeling really dopey. And I think you'd find the same thing if you avoid vegetable oils for a certain amount of time and then eat something like, you know, greasy and shit. Olive oil's alright, it's more stable despite it being a liquid, but you've got to bear in mind that like, vegetable oil is like a dead liquid, so then you have it in your body's warmer than the outside environment usually, and well, you know, it almost always is, so it's more reactive. It's like if you have it in a pan and you're cooking with it, you know, you put it in, if you get your pan gets started, it's like, and that's you know, and it'll smoke and, you know, more likely to explode and shit, more so than like butter or dripping or coconut oil. And that's because saturated fats are more stable fats, and that also is relevant to our bodies. It's more stable in our bodies, and that's also becoming mainstream now as well. So yeah, that's an important point. Saturated fats don't react with sugars in the same way, or don't cause the oxidative damage that polyunsaturated fats do, which then causes sugar to not be metabolized effectively. And obviously if you have, like, you know, the theory of calories in and calorie versus calories out every day to gain or lose weight also comes into account. This cameraman, I've never been the best cameraman, I'll tell you that much. I've got to take that into account as well. So, is it doing all right? Yeah. So yeah, that's it really. So I wanted to talk about sugar and red light really, but also get out here and show you some nice views. Continue on a walk. So yeah, I'm doing all right. Financially, I'm doing pretty bad at the minute. So crypto were crashing just as I was waiting for the plane in Manchester, and it's been on a downhill slope ever since. I've still got my bond money. I'm probably not getting most of that back because the landlady had to give my rented house a deep clean throughout. What else? I had a big solar generator got lost in the post, and Royal Mail offered me 15 quid compensation when I got 360 quid for it, but then the buyer got refunded, so that's money lost. I've put 1,200 quid down deposit on this apartment, which I'm not going to get back probably. I will probably will end up moving out within a year because I'm looking for jobs all over Thailand really as a teacher, you know, hopefully around it, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, lovely view. Whew, it's hot. Getting a right sweat on. So yeah, financially not doing very good. Probably, oh, this cable's got tied up in the flowers. What else? I've got about 800 quid in the bank. My rent's 600 quid a month plus bills. So yeah, I'm fucked. Fucked basically, but I'll sort it out. No point really worrying about it. Just be happy that I'm here. You know. It's this Peace City. Just be happy that I'm here really. Just looking at this, not really anything. Like a big monolith in Pattaya Park. So yeah. I think that's it really. I just wanted to talk about red light and sugar and just keep you up to date about how I'm getting on. I've got a face, here we are, fuck me. I need to sort this camera out, I'm sorry. At least this will be one long video. I'll do that much, I'll at least edit it so it's one long video rather than in parts. But it won't follow me head. Just gotta keep calibrating it. So, will it do it? There we are. So yeah, sorry about the camera work as always. I just need to get a camera selfie stick on a tilt, so that's next thing to buy, even though I don't have any money. I like tilt my arm like holding it like a rocket launcher now. I've got a selfie stick on my shoulder. So anyway, I think that's it. I hope you're all well. I'm doing alright. I have my ups and downs. I'm training every day. I go and get chicken and rice afterwards, and I've applied for jobs today. I've sent off like videos of selling myself really, shilling myself as a teacher. Yeah, so that's it. I won't keep you much longer. I hope that you're all doing well. I think the weather's been alright in the UK since I left. It just seemed like I think the reason I came travelling, or the reason I'm here and the reason I like travelling, is I've always wanted to find somewhere peaceful and tranquil where people are happy. Because I think this life should be a wonderful adventure, and I just don't understand why there's so much stress and negativity and fear and shit and death and killing. Like, why come on, camera, for fuck's sake. It's going to be a strange video, I guess. So yeah, I've always looked for somewhere where I'd be happy. But I suppose happiness comes from within. But still, you see some things going on, and I don't know, you just wonder, like, we kind of all create the problems ourselves. Like, a lot of people are just mentally ill, I think, and it kind of, you know, wears off on anyone else. So I don't know, I really know what I'm trying to say here, but I basically started travelling, looking for a peaceful and tranquil place to live a happy life and see this life as a wonderful adventure, and I just don't think that that's the purpose here, and I don't really understand it. You know, I think the world used to be a great place. Like when we were kids, you know, there were these magical moments captured throughout film. Like, I like Kickboxer and Bloodsport as films, and like magical films. It could be like Big Trouble in Little China, or you could watch films from like the 30s even, and people looked happy and healthy, and it was a different world back then. And you do end up thinking, like, what has happened? Let's check the battery's all right. What has happened? You know, like, why is everything so fucked up now? And I mean, there's this war in Palestine, which is a good example of why. You've got Israel creating Greater Israel, where they've got the badge on their arm of the soldiers. That's why they're invading Iran now, and Syria and Lebanon, and people are brainwashed. Like, they think they're awake. They think that, oh, Trump's going to save them, and that's not the case. You know, it's Israel which is causing the problems, not Palestine. And half of the Palestinian population aren't older than the age of 18. They don't have a rocket launcher or a tank between them. I think they've got a couple of Kalashnikovs. So I think even this Iron Dome defence system, which Israel talk about having and having to blow up missiles, I think that's bullshit, because Palestine just don't have anything. And then stories are just made up about, is it Hamas, which is just controlled by Mossad, and that the leader of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, said that it's like Hamas is an asset to them, and the reason why is it gives them an excuse to just go in and blow the shit out of little kids in Palestine. And then they post, the weird thing is, these Israelis, they post about it on social media. They do the most awful things I've ever seen, and they post it on social media. And then you've got I think it's NATO or the United Nations, where they're saying, you know, this is unbuilt, like certain decent people in these departments who are saying this is awful, like they're completely breaching what you can do in a war, but they get away with it, and America funds them, and you know, they've all got an Israeli advisor through that AIPAC. So America's more or less controlled by Israel. All of the media is, even all the alternative media. Like, you'll never get Joe Rogan getting someone like David Icke on, or Max Egan, or Jeff Berwick. It's all controlled, and it's all making people think in an awful way, and that's creating an awful world, because we create the world around us through our thoughts. Everything built starts off as a thought. All of this pain and suffering starts off as a thought, and obviously the people who rule the world are very satanic. Not Jews, but the people who control Jews, who I think are Khazarians, and you can research that on BitChute, or if you can be bothered, but it'll definitely open your eyes as to why things are so bad. And obviously everything's controlled with usury, the extortionate lending of money from the Zionists through this Babylonian banking system. It's been, you know, it's what Jesus got pissed off with in that temple and started throwing tables about, pissed off. Fucking usury, it's a lot of shit. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there. I think I've gone on about some bits. I did just want to talk about red light and sugar really, because I thought that's information I have which I'd like to share with people. So basically, red light, good. Sugar, okay. Okay in moderation. Essential or brilliant in situations where you have low energy and your body's functioning correctly. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. At least it's been following my face relatively well towards the end of this video. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. I'm gonna probably drive down to Jomtien now and have a walk round. Probably apply for some more teaching work later, and possibly go climbing tonight or tomorrow, and I might post a video on YouTube of the climbing, because I used to do, and I haven't been climbing for about a month now. So I'll leave it there, I think. Oh. Well, yeah, thanks for watching. Uh-oh, I'll just turn the camera around because it's fucked. That'll do, it's a better view anyway. Thanks for watching. Take very good care of yourselves and each other, and I shall see you soon and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.